Well, hello, hello. I'm Red Dirt Preacher, also known as Lainey. Welcome in. This is called The Porch. Your porch is your first church, your last church, and your truest church is where you're going to find God, whether you're looking out or whether you're looking in. The church, the porch, is a real thing, okay? Lots of spirit-like minds and hearts and black sheeps and rabbit hole chasers just like me. Conscious people, crazy makers, rebel havers, black sheeps and whatnot. We have found ourselves to be religious refugees. So a few years back, I developed a church for all of us because I didn't have a place to go and call home neither. So home is within us, God is within us, not outside of us. Church is something we should be. It's a state of mind, not just a place to go. I've been saying this for years, but there's no microphone on the moon. Anyway, so I'm a legitimate preacher, and I'm a legitimately conscious, spiritual awakening and everything. So we have a powerhouse now. So Jesus is doing homeschool programs now, which really makes religion irrelevant. So I'm not down with religion. You'll find that out about me, and I talk more about that and why I'm like that, because that's the way I was raised in my Holy Father. And right now, I just wanted to remind a lot of you, this message may not resonate for some of you, but I think some of you might have needed to hear it again. And that's what we do as battle buddies, as fellow travelers. We just validate each other, let each other know that we're not the only one. We're not alone. And our job is to open our mouths, shine our light, be brave and courageous out there. So mind me while I go ahead and do that. This shirt is something that I created. Everything that I create is on IamRevolution.com. You'll find our I Am movement. I Am is the name of the Holy Father. Regardless of the religion you're in, his name is I Am. It's a spirit that we move in, and it's a spirit that we love. So, I Am Revolution is what we're creating. An I Am Revolution, a God Revolution, because it's already here. We might as well ride the wave. Let's get back to the shirt at hand. This shirt says a person's enemies will be those of his own household. Jesus said that. That's Matthew 10:36. On the back, it says, not to brag, but most of my family isn't talking to me. Hey, that's a pretty cool shirt if you ask me. So if you like that and other things that I say end up on shirts, please go to IamRevolution.com. It keeps the dream alive. The reason I wore this shirt to talk to you now is because there are people out there that need to hear this message. Your family and your household will probably be the first mountain you have to climb to be sovereign in Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, kids, it's just the way it is. I found that out the hard way, too. But you leave one family and you're adopted into a holy family, and that's all of us. A soul tribe, a soul family. Jesus Christ is your Father. I say Jesus, you can say what you want. I don't want to force it down your throat, because if Jesus has a problem with what you call him, he'll take it up with you. Don't take it up with me, okay? Let all the other churches do that shit. We got better stuff to do, like love, baby. Not here to judge. So I wanted to talk about how your families will dump you. It's just part of it. I'm not going to get into all of that. But for those of you who are crying the blues and thinking that you're orphaned and nobody wants you, God does. That's why he's calling you out. He did it to stuttering Moses too. He kicked Moses out of Egypt and told him to go be a public speaker. So don't you worry. God's got a plan even if you don't have one, darling. The other thing I wanted to speak about is real quick. Tonight I'm going to be over on the porch, okay, riding my horse, doing what I do. If you like what we're giving here, the Lord and I, you can't see him, but he is here. If you like what we do, then get on over to the porch and call us family, call us your church home. One light, one foundation, one mission, one love, one God. That's what we're here for, 1111. That's the bat symbol in the sky that caused us all to wake up anyway. So let's serve as one. Anyway, I just want to remind you guys that love is something. It's real. Am I your Facebook friend? So I'm not real. I'm not really in your life, but I am. And I'm hella real. Looky there. I'm totally real. So what's real and what's not real in your life? I wanted to talk about how love is real. It's a tool. Jesus was a carpenter. I'm sure he had a cool-ass toolbox. He'd pop open, he'd have hammers and nails and levels and all kinds of stuff. You know what I pop out of my toolbox as a carpenter? Love. You say, oh, Lainey, that's so silly. What is that, rainbows and unicorns? No, watch this. Love is powerful, y'all. Have you seen what love's made you do in your life? I mean, come on, it's a real knee slapper. So love is a real tool. We just don't really value it as a real tool just yet as a humankind collective. We value money because we see that that's a real tool. Money gets shit done. Well, I'm from the other side of the river, the Bible back country, that says that love gets shit done too. Money is not the only way to spend and get. I've always called love a currency. I hear that now out there in the collective. So I've always called love a currency because it goes further than money does. If money fell away and the gold and the dollar is nothing, you know what isn't nothing is love and currency. You know, who you've shined on in your life. That will pay dividends to you more than money ever will. Love will show up. Love will show up. So I think it's really important that I hope that I get you to understand how important love is. It's a real damn tool. Watch this. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love doesn't boast. Love moves mountain. Love does what? It does a lot of things. If you love someone, you put their name in Corinthians 2. Love is. Well, then if I'm a girl, I'll put Jack is patient. Jack is kind. Jack is this, you know, or whatever. This is how we weigh people. We hold them up to the light to look for that watermark, that authentication. Love is real shit. And let me tell you something. God is love and love is God, and that's real. That's why you'll find God or love in every single religion around the world. They just all do it different because they can't handle God's love in its full entirety. Even I can't sometimes. This is why we have to die to experience it. I think we would just explode if we tasted that love of God. We would just explode outside of our bodies. We can't contain it. But love is freaking real. I'm going to cuss and I'm going to clean my mouth with soap when I'm over. Listen, God wanted me to tell you that love is something, and it does move. There's a lot of people out there in the world that actually run from love, that don't know how to use it, how to handle it, how to house it, how to behold it, how to give it. It's like money. You ever seen somebody squander money? Mismanage it, not be able to save it, make it, They got a bad relationship with that money. There are people out here in the world that have a bad relationship with love, just give and take, right? We're confusing the lines here where we treat love as it's just as transactional as money. I give you, you give me. See? There we go. That's not what it does. Amen. And so God is love and love is God. And that is supposed to be embodied in us. He pushed Jesus into the world to show us what love looks like inside of a person. That's amazing. Emulate that. Do that. Okay? Love doesn't need permission. It just goes. It does. Love doesn't wait around. It just goes. It has its own damn timing. It's called divine timing. Always right on time. Love moves whether you like it or not. Love grows whether you like it or not. And that's, let me just put something here for you. There are families out there in the world that will get in the way of you loving somebody else. Because religion and the religion of your family has taught you that it's bad to love outside your age difference. It's bad to love outside your creed, your color. It's bad to love. Religion will teach you that you only should love those just like you. Wow, how discriminatory. Thank God that Jesus did not discriminate against me when it came to love. And, all right, so love is universal. We shouldn't hoard it. It's not ours to keep. When you find someone and they love you, we climb all over them and we do all these things to keep love with us. Okay, we have not learned that money is not something, too, that we have to hoard. Okay, hoard the money. There's a story in the Bible about this. Hoard the money. Spend the money. You know what's great about money? They're going to print more tomorrow. Okay? If I spend some today, there's a way to get it back tomorrow. It's always around. Somebody else has $1 billion of it. I might have 500 of it. There's still more to go around. I'm not worried that, oh, God, money's going to leave tomorrow. What am I going to use to pay for shit? Love's not leaving you either. It's not something that we should grab and hold on to. We should try to possess, control. Same goes for money. So they're not transactional and they're not synonymous. Okay? I just wanted to use them as I wanted you to see that they're both tools. Money is a tool and it moves things, and love is a tool and it moves things. God is love and love is God. This church is full of love. If we needed a religion, it is love. It's a global religion that everybody can understand. I can love you from here. I don't need a wedding ring on my finger before I go. I can say I love you. I can love you right now, right where I stand, like a damn lighthouse. I can love you from here. I think there's an amount of love that we don't give out to people because it's a commodity to us, like time, like money. Oh, I don't get this shit back. I don't get time back. I'm not going to get my money back, and I'm not going to get my love back. Why are we so afraid to give things that are evergreen? Time is not even ours to own, right? But we sure do spend it in funny ways. right? Money is really not ours to own. When you die, this money's going to go to the next generation, and they're going to pass it around and hoard it and stick it in little jars and do the same thing that you did, that your grandfathers did with money. Spend it, lose it, cry over it, and stick it in jars. Money has the same destiny no matter what hands are touching it. Love, however, is something that we can touch and we can change the destiny. Okay? If you take love and you put it in a house that doesn't have love, what happens to that house in 6 months? You want to go back as little scientists or studiers of humanity and peek through the windows and see what love did to that house? It probably turned every light on. It probably made what is weak again strong. It probably made hope renewed. It probably renewed the faith. Love is amazing. It actually grows us young, not old. Right? Okay? When you stick love in the church, boy, it's a movement. When you put love in what you do, I can hear it, I can feel it. I got love and passion for Jesus, and can't you feel it? We can put love into what we do every day. Drive down the freeway with love. Quit cutting people off and flipping them off and using road rage and all that. If we just utilize love, we literally change the landscape of who we are, what we are, and where we're going. And right now, collectively, I think the world views love as this weird decoration of life that we have yet to understand. And love is painful. Love is bad. Love causes change. Who has time for love? How are you doing living your life without it? How's that working out for you? Okay? We need love. It's a damn drug. And I realize that God is love and I can't live without God. I can't live without God's love. I can't live without love. I'm a human being. And I realize today to live without God, I might as well be dead where I stand. And this is why, as a Christian, that is conscious, that is sovereign, I can say I need to be alive in it. Not only do I just need it to live, I need to be alive in it. I can't be alive unless I have it. So we cannot be cut off from love. So why in the hell is humanity running around, hoarding our own hearts, not speaking out loud, not loving anybody? And ever since COVID and a whole bunch of other stuff happened to us, for the last 2 years, I know that America has been really cold. There ain't a lot of love out there. Have you been to the grocery store? Have you been out in the public places? No one's talking anymore. We all kind of growl at each other. What the hell is that about? My light's here to shine, to hopefully light your light, and to bring back people out onto the porch, to turn the porch light back on, to roll the clock back to 1950-something, where things were easier, where neighbors loved neighbor. God said, how do we treat our neighbor? With love. How are you supposed to treat yourself? With love. Then let me stand here and hopefully teach and show how to utilize love. I mean, that's what Jesus was here for. So anyway, I'm going to be over on the porch tonight. We're going to go over there. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about religion being a dictator and how we're going to get out from underneath that. It's a big deal to me because I got raised through Jesus Christ to realize that religion is division. It divides the whole world into these sections, and we are greater together than we are apart. Duh. That's a mathematic that was wholly found before I said it. And so we should live this way as one. Our native heritage knew this. They live in the land and within the land, and they live as one, not on top of the land as separate little peoples. So disconnected. Okay, Jesus was a very spiritual man, so I'm sure Jesus wants to do this a spiritual way. Come on back home, come on, because the porch light's on, and that's what always called us home. Right? So let's use love for what it's meant for. It is a tool. It's here to change the world. I live on love. I'm defined by love. I'm here by love, for love, and through love. Kind of like a damn constitution myself. This is my Christ constitution. I am by, for, and through. Love all damn day long. I am through the I am. It is only that I can be. So when you realize at the core of every single human being is love, and then we're all God's children, how hard is this? Then it gets really easy once you get religion out of the way. Really easy. You know, because I can love you and I ain't got a damn problem with that. Can you love me? Even though our differences are differences. Where in the Bible did it say one must agree with another person to love them? The biggest problem in the world right now is because you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you. I can't love you. That's not what Jesus said. That's not what he showed. That's not what he showed. The porch here doesn't give a damn what religion you are because we all play together in the arena of love. Which is indifferent, darling. As long as you're shining your light and I'm shining mine, we're getting that way done. Anyway, I'll see you over on the porch. It is a conscious global church where a church is a state of mind, not a place that you go. All right, so I'll see you there tonight. As I say, stay kind and stay the hell out of your mind.